Hello everybody, welcome. Today we are headed to upstate New York. Woohoo! Otherwise known as Saratoga Springs here at Walt Disney World's resort in Orlando. I am very excited to be here because we're eating at another new restaurant.
Yep, and I keep feeling like there's bugs on me.
And there's bugs, they track us down. So the name of the restaurant is, let's see if I can get it right, the Turf Club Bar and Grill. So we're gonna head on over to the restaurant if we can find it. This place is enormous. Wow, this is a really beautiful hotel and golf course here. So this resort is named after Saratoga Springs in upstate New York, which was actually a really popular late 1800s retreat for a lot of people who lived in New York City, Manhattan areas. They would go to upstate New York, and this was a really famous area for horse racing and a lot of its different spas, and it's actually very Victorian themed here. The other good thing about this resort is it has large rooms with multiple bedrooms, multiple spaces, so for like large families or people who like lots of space, you can stay here. This is a good option. It's also a Disney Vacation Club resort, so if you're a Disney Vacation Club member, you've probably stayed here. One of the really cool things about Saratoga Springs is what you can see right in the background there. I think if it will focus over there, you can see the big giant balloon from Disney Springs. Disney Springs is actually right over there on the other side of those trees. You can actually walk to Disney Springs from Saratoga Springs, or take the boat, which is right there in that water. So it's really close to all the shopping and the entertainment and all the restaurants. That's a big bonus to staying here. So the restaurant itself, the Turf Club Bar and Grill, is American fare. And the different styles of the food is going to be what they would have had at any of these sort of like early 1900s, late 1800s, sort of golf club resort restaurants with steaks and different things of that nature. I can just imagine old men smoking cigars over by pool tables, and the bar and the lounge. It's sort of like a bygone era. So if you're a big like country club person or a big golfer, one of the things that you could probably associate this with, if you've ever seen the movie Dirty Dancing, this is probably very similar to what you maybe would have experienced in upstate New York or in the Catskills or somewhere in that area, something like that, where it would have been this big retreat for families, wealthy families, to kind of get away and spend time in this like bougie area. So yeah, just imagine like the movie Dirty Dancing and sort of that like country club feel. All right, they're calling our name, so we're gonna head on in. One of the things I noticed about the entryways and some of the hallways as we sort of came through was there's lots of like equestrian memorabilia there. There's lots of jockey outfits and Disney specific jockey outfits kind of lining the halls. They're framed up on the walls, so very big horse equestrian center type feel and area. So that's pretty neat. If you're into horses, this is definitely a place for you.
So we just sat down, and my first impressions are it's very like golf club gentleman vibe. Men come here to have some like sherry after they. I don't even know what that is. It's very golf club, horse club, I guess. It's really nice in here. The vibe I'm definitely getting. I feel it. All the wood is really, really dark and just kind of golf club. That's the official word. The menu, I already looked at it previously. I feel like I know what I'm going to get, but I'm going to look at it again and make sure.
Yeah, it's interesting because there's a movie and there's a quote in the movie. I think it's is it Anchorman, I think? Anyway, there's a quote in a movie, I think it's Anchorman, where he says,
I'm kind of a big deal. I'm very important. I have many leather-bound books, and my apartment smells of rich mahogany.
and I feel like that's this place. That's what this reminds me of. It's like lots of like wood. It's an equestrian center / golf club. I'm definitely getting that vibe. It feels hoity-toity to me. It feels like I need a cigar and I need some wine, some brandy.
So our waitress just brought over some rolls. They look like they have like cheese on them. I didn't even know we got these. They look really good to me. It has some butter with some sort of seasoning or something on top. But this is what it looks like. I wouldn't say they're very warm. I'm curious to see what the texture is, though. I'm gonna try it first without the butter. Tastes like garlic, which I like. It tastes kind of like a dense roll. I'm gonna try it with the butter now. The butter is salted, so it's really good. And it made the roll better.
Is that black salt or something?
I don't know, it tastes like salt. Whatever that black stuff is on top tastes like salt. And it goes with the garlic on the bread and the cheese really well. So I like these a lot.
Yeah, I just tried the black stuff. It's definitely salt. It's like I've never seen black salt before, so for me that's new. Apparently we don't roll in those fancy circles where black salt is a thing. I need black salt to be a thing in my life though. I need to figure out where they buy black salt and just start buying black salt because that's cool.
All right, let's take a look at the menu here. The Turf Club Bar and Grill menu. At least they have a menu. I like when restaurants have like an actual menu you can hold. So starting off with the appetizers, we've got French onion soup. French onion soup. You know me and French onion, I'm probably going to get it. It says it has a Gruyere crouton. Melted fontina and Gruyere. Yum. Grilled artichokes. Frito misto. Calamari, shrimp. Interesting. Chopped salad. Charcuterie for two. Yum, I love charcuterie boards. New York cider braised mussels. Okay, that's fancy. Entrees, we've got prime rib. Oh man, I love prime rib. But man, I've had so many of those lately. Pan-seared salmon with a root vegetable. Grilled pork chop. Fennel-dusted pork chop with sweet potato puree. Okay. Ooh, baby kale. Braised lamb pasta. Sounds interesting. There's sherry gastrique. You got the grilled filet mignon with potato gratin, baby carrots, Cabernet fig jus. I wonder if that's going to be similar to that fig sauce that they had at Steakhouse 71, which is actually pretty good. Carrot-filled agnolotti, which is a pasta. So I don't know. This might be their maybe like a vegan or vegetarian dish. Looks like it. I don't see anything that's not vegetarian. Maybe the cream. Oh, this has truffle onion cream in quotation marks. So I'm guessing that that's the vegetarian dish. And then crispy boneless chicken. Not fried chicken. It's pan-seared. Roasted mushrooms, Swiss chard. Okay, fingerling potatoes. Interesting. So not a ton of things on the menu overall. Pretty small menu. And then they have some specialty drinks here. Mint julep. Yeah, sort of the standard kind of stuff you would expect to see here. Some beers. And then drinks. And we're going to use the online menu for the rest of the stuff because it wasn't on the menu. They have desserts, New York cheesecake, not surprised. Obviously, that makes sense. The black and white cookie, which is, again, another New York thing, makes total sense. Ricotta basil gelato and creme brulee. Yeah, not surprised. Fancy. And then they do have some kids' dishes. Sliced apples, celery, etc. Create your own entrees. Oh, so you can get salmon here for the kids' meals. Grilled chicken breast, prime rib. Okay, so they got fancy kids' meals, but they do have some more standard stuff like cheeseburgers. I'm sure, just like every other Disney restaurant, you can get chicken tenders and fries and grilled mac and cheese here. I don't see mac and cheese on the menu, but I'm sure you can probably get it. Well, my French onion soup arrived. It was really quick, though. I feel like the French onion soup came like that. And it's in like a really fancy bowl. It looks really fancy. And then the crouton on top is just kind of like a little floating, I don't know. I wonder if it's like half of that roll. It kind of looks like the rolls that we got, like cut in half. Then with like a bunch of cheese and like chives or something on it. I feel like it is. It looks like the roll. I think it's the roll. So you know me, I gotta get French onion soup everywhere we go. In fact, we've been to so many restaurants in a row lately where I've gotten French onion soup. I'm like, maybe I need to not get the French onion soup at every single restaurant because it's been so many right in a row. And they're all good, but all very distinct. And this one looks also distinct. I don't know if it's gonna taste distinct, but it looks like it has like a lot of like a healthy amount of onions in here. So I'm gonna give it a go. Curious, we'll see if it's any good.
Interesting. It's kind of what I thought it was going to taste like. It's pretty good. I like it. But it's less of like the beef stock flavor and like the saltiness, and more of like a sweeter flavor. Almost kind of. We're gonna keep using the word sherry, because we've seen a lot of things on the menu that say they have like a sherry jus or something, or maybe sherry is a big thing in upstate New York in the 1800s. I have no idea. So I'm wondering if like there's like a sherry. Isn't like sherry some sort of like wine-ish juice, or I don't know, something. But I feel like that's what's in here. So instead of like a Worcester or like a standard wine, it's sherry. That's what I'm going to assume, because it tastes like. It's pretty good though. I like it. Crouton's my favorite part, usually in the French onion soup. So there's not a lot of cheese. It's all like on the crouton itself. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the roll. I mean, I haven't tried the actual roll yet, so I don't know, but it looks like it. It's got the same like texture. And the cheese is pretty decent on it, but I like more cheese. All right, I'm gonna try the roll too. I like that. It's got that nice like crispiness on it. I'm pretty sure that the what's in the soup is the same thing, for sure, as this roll. Get some butter here, some salt. See how this goes. Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting roll. I do like the butter. I like the saltiness of the butter. The roll, I don't know. There's a seasoning in the roll that I'm not a big fan of. I don't know. It might be rosemary, because I don't really like rosemary and she does. I feel like it's rosemary, or maybe it might be thyme. Might be thyme too. I'm also not a big fan of thyme. But it's okay. The butter is better than the roll for me.
I just tried the French onion soup. It is fire. It's very salty, and the flavor I love. There's lots of onions, which I like. I absolutely love it. I do think the bread is the roll, but it's much softer in the soup than it is not. But yeah, that is really good. I had to stop eating it because I'm like, I'm not going to be hungry for my food. Okay, I had to go to the bathroom. I was like, oh, where's your bathroom at? And she was like, oh, right this way. And she led me outside, like out there. And I was like, well, it's probably just right around the corner. Dude, no. You had to go outside, down a hall, go back inside, go down a long hallway. It was not short. Go through the cafeteria, food court, retail shop, turn left, go down another hall, turn left and go to the restaurant. So that's a red flag. Just kidding. I'm sure the food's going to be good, but if you have to go to the restroom, go before or after.
Our view right here is kind of cool. It's kind of a neat view. I mean, there's not really a lot to see, but it is all like glass right here. It does actually say like open views, like views of the golf course and stuff like that. So that's kind of cute. I wonder when they use this patio out here. That would be kind of cool. Maybe it's when it's not as hot out. I don't know. So I'm looking at you, and I'm looking right behind you, and there's like this like equestrian stuff, like horse stuff. I don't know a lot about horses. Lily, if she's watching this, she would know all about what all these things are, because she's an awesome horse person, horse rider, jockey, I don't know, whatever you call them. And I see these little, like, I don't know what these are, little rings. And then I kind of looked down at our table, and I saw the whole table is outlined in those, whatever those are. So the whole table is horse stuff. And then if I look at the carpet, same thing. See all these little, like, I don't know, horse bits or stirrups, or I don't know, but it's like more horse stuff.
I got the charcuterie board. It's actually a charcuterie board for two on the appetizer, but I love charcuterie board, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get it. And it looks really good.
Golden raisins, blue cheese, pecorino, white cheddar, lavash, which is just unleavened bread, salami, prosciutto, and sapressata. And that is going to be pickled vegetables at the Beacon House as well, okay?
Okay. She just explained to me that there's a jam on here. I was like, I wonder what that is. She said it's a fig jam they make in-house. So we'll see what that tastes like. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and try it and see. I'm going to try this fig jam first. I'm going to try it with the blue cheese. Oops. I lost it. I'm super fancy, as you can see. I'm going to try it with this salami. I like the taste of the blue cheese. It's not super strong. The fig, a jam is really good. I like that a lot, actually. It's kind of sweet, but I dig it. I don't know. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the fig jam is good. I like fig though. I'm a fan of fig. I like fig Newtons. She tells me all the time I like old people food, but I like fig Newtons. I like fig. That fig flavored steak sauce, Steakhouse 71 was awesome. So yeah, yum. It looks good. So the charcuterie board looks really good to me, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna be stealing some stuff off of that, even though it's hers. It is for 2 people, but I don't feel like it even looks like it's necessarily for 2 people. I feel like you're gonna be able to eat the whole thing by yourself. But I got the crispy boneless chicken, and I did ask ahead of time. I said, "Is it fried chicken? Because I don't want fried chicken." No, it is boneless. She said they keep the skin on, and that's the crispiness. They pan sear it. It looks really good. It comes with roasted mushrooms, sautéed Swiss chard, and fingerling potatoes, and a sherry jus. See, I was talking about that. They got a bunch of stuff with sherry on the menu. I feel like that's what was in the French onion soup. So we're gonna try this out. It looks fancy. Like, it looks really fancy. I feel like you could put a little piece of like duck on there, and all of a sudden it's like $10 or $20 more expensive. Although it would need to be a smaller portion size for it to be $20 more expensive. Because that's how fancy food is. Smaller and weird stuff, more expensive. And this looks good, and I'm actually glad it's boneless. Sometimes, because like there's a pretty good amount of chicken here, but I feel like if it had bone in, there wouldn't be a ton of chicken on this. But there's actually going to be a lot of chicken here. It looks good. I love fingerling potatoes, and that juice, that like au jus there or whatever, jus looks awesome. There's the roasted mushrooms. Swiss chard, man. I'm gonna try this out. This looks really good. Yeah. That like sauce. I'm trying to figure it out. It's interesting. It doesn't have like a strong flavor, but it's a little bit sweet. But yeah, sherry flavor. It's pretty good. Sauce is pretty decent. Could use a little bit of salt for me though. A little bit of saltiness, but it's actually really good. And I have a feeling she's gonna eat some of my roasted mushrooms, but I'm gonna go ahead and give one a go. See, she's already taken one off my plate. Yeah, the sauce is good. I really like that sauce. All right, let's see how the chicken is cooked. Kenny likes hers super well done. I'm more of a I want mine well done, but not like super well done. Man, there's definitely that skin there. And this is thigh meat, they said, so it's going to be the dark meat chicken. Which looks pretty good. I really want some of that skin, though. Man, the skin looks good. Look at that skin. I don't know how I'm going to get that, but it looks awesome. I mean, just look at that skin, that crispy skin. Yum. Oh, yeah, man, that looks like the perfect bite. Yum. Oh, it's good. Man, that skin. The chicken is really good. I like dark meat chicken though. Doesn't matter to me if it's the breast meat or if it's the thigh meat. I actually like this really tender and juicy. And that sauce on there, that sherry sauce, and that crispy skin, it's like nice and salty. It's very crispy still, surprisingly, because I had a lot of sauce on it, but it's still crispy. Yum. That like fat is just rendered down perfectly on that chicken. It is so good. Man, it's really good. This chicken is awesome. Okay, so she's graciously given me some of her charcuterie board, and it looks good. I did a little bit of the unleavened bread, aka the cracker, blue cheese, some of the salami, I think it was, or was it? Well, whatever. And one of the pickled vegetables, which just looks like a pickle. It's actually really good. I want to try this cheese now because there's a couple different types of cheese, and this one looks sharper. I like the sharpest cheese imaginable, like 25-year-old Wisconsin cheddar. That's my jam. Yeah. This hard cheese, What did you say? I forget what she said it was, but this is pretty good. I like it. I'm finished eating. I think she's still eating her charcuterie, which is actually really good. But my food was so good. I don't usually... take a look at my plate. Just look at my plate. I mean, there's almost nothing left. There's just a little bit of these like mushrooms and Swiss chard left, and really just some juice. I mean, I absolutely murdered this thing, and it was so good. I want to eat the rest of this too, but I'll save some of these mushrooms for Candy. She'll probably pick them up. But man, it was so good. Now, I also want to mention they have a lounge menu as well, which actually they don't hand out to you when you go into the restaurant. It's not part of the main menu, but there is a lounge out front of the restaurant where you can actually order food and eat in the lounge area. And you can also order those same food items in the actual restaurant. So the people next to us, I saw they had gotten one of the items. They got the bacon cheeseburger. And it actually looked really good. It was like thick cut bacon on it. The french fries actually looked really good too. But they also have grilled artichoke, and then they have the charcuterie board as well that you can get as part of the lounge menu. So interesting, good to know. So just in case you're not in the mood for some of the more fancy food, they do have the stuff that's available in the lounge, like a burger. And actually, if we came back, I might actually try that burger. It looked pretty good.
Woo! Wow, that was so good. And I actually loved it. It was way better than my expectations.
Same.
Way better. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect when we came here, and then when we got here and I saw it was kind of like a golf club, and I was like, I don't know, do golf clubs usually have like good food? But once then I kind of started to read more about it, and I was trying to learn more about the restaurant, and it's talking about like upstate New York. I was like, okay, maybe I have some hope. It was actually really good. Yeah, it was really good. We didn't get any desserts. I thought about it, but I just wasn't in the mood.
No, but the little girl beside us, at her table, she got a cupcake, and it was just a cupcake. It was pretty big. It had a lot of white icing on the top, and then she got little cups filled with stuff to like decorate the cupcake, like gummy worms I think I saw, and sprinkles. I couldn't figure out what the other thing was. I couldn't see it, but I think there was like 3 or 4 little things. I feel like that's a really great idea, and I actually want to do that myself. It was called the Create Your Own Cupcake. So I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was jealous of that cupcake. I really was. Like, there was like creme brulee on the menu, you know, and New York cheesecake in black and white, and I was like, can I get the Create Your Own Cupcake that's on the kids menu?
Yeah.
And it was a big cupcake.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't like a little dinky, like the normal little like dinky birthday cupcake that you get. Like, it was a big cupcake. And I was jealous. And not only that, here at Saratoga Springs, I just walked by, she got a refill of her drink. And I just walked by and they have the Snow White cupcake, here. And they have the Bullseye cupcake, which is like peanut butter and stuff. Oh, I'm trying to figure out why I didn't get any of the cupcakes while we were here, but whatever. I love the restaurant.
Yeah,
I would
me too.
100% go back.
Yeah,
What'd you think of that
cheap.
burger?
Oh, the burger looks really good. I feel like I'm gonna try that next time.
Yeah. The bacon on it looked really good. It was
Yeah.
like thick cut glazed bacon.
Yeah. And the fries are like steak fries.
The fries looked really good.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This was an unexpected hit for me.
Yep.
It's one of the better places we've been at Disney. I'll be honest. I was not expecting, and it was cheap.
Yeah.
It was literally less than half the price of what we just paid at Snow White's Storybook Dining.
Yeah.
I mean, the ambiance and the experience of Snow White for me was better, so it's worth the money. But for food-wise, I thought the food here was really good for half the price.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to pay the $200 or whatever you're going to pay for Snow White, you'll pay like $50 or $60 here.
Yeah.
With a full family of 4, maybe $100, but like either way, it's not that bad. So to me, I really dug it. So we'll definitely be back for sure. We'll come back for sure. So anyway, let us know what you think. Have you ever been to the Turf Club Bar and Grill? Probably not. She said she never sees it on the dining
I
reservations.
feel like I never do.
So I don't know why.
So
Maybe
let me try it.
Maybe it just recently reopened or something. I don't know, but I'm glad you tried it.
Yep.
It was a good idea, and it was awesome. We'll definitely be back. So let us know what you think of this restaurant. If there's any other places you'd love for us to try, leave it in the comments below. Until we see you next time, the Noble Way.
It's easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.